Alright, what is going on, guys? And welcome back to another vlog episode. And in today's episode, we're just pretty much going to be catching up on stuff, catching up on life, what's been going on, what's coming soon, and so on. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend, I should say. Today's currently Sunday, July 19th, I believe. It's really weird. The weekend pretty much went by fast, and I'm really hoping the rest of July goes by fast too, because I think we only have like a week or two left until August, so hooray. Anyway, summer is still here, unfortunately, for me anyway, so I'm just looking forward to fall. Anyway, what's been going on lately with me? Not really a whole lot. I'm going to go ahead and start this video off with a little announcement, really. I mean, nobody really cares about this other than myself and a couple other friends that actually know me. But for those that don't know, I've mentioned this before in quite a lot of videos. I have an antique 1958 vehicle, and it's been running really smoothly. The only thing that really needs a touch-up are the brakes, because those are still iffy. They're still loose a little bit here and there, but the vehicle overall still stops, which is good. But anyway, so I've been really anxious and nervous to actually do this for the past couple of weeks now, but I know it is a good option to do it. So I don't think I posted any vlog videos recently, but to catch you guys up, there were car shows that were coming up in September of this year that officially got canceled. Basically, every single car show this year is canceled until next year. So that really fucked me over a lot, and a bunch of other people. However, the positive outcome of it is this now gives me a perfect opportunity to get my car overhauled, which basically means swapping out the engine to be more modern day theme. Now, this is something I would never, ever, ever do to a 95% original vehicle. Yeah, I mean, it still worries me a little bit. It still makes me anxious and nervous about doing so, but considering all the issues she's had in the past, and even my friend really is confident about this situation, I think it's pretty much the best solution to do. So I'm gonna be taking it up to the mechanics Tuesday early morning before it gets too hot, and leave it there for the mechanic to overhaul the vehicle. Just pretty much overhaul the engine, fix the brakes, just that major stuff. The positive outcome of it is, if all goes successful, we don't have to spend any more on that car. Overhauling it basically will mean I don't have to worry about the vehicle anymore. I don't have to worry about it breaking down anytime soon. I don't have to worry about the engine failing anytime soon. Nothing. It's all going to be perfectly good to go for anything. And I know this really shouldn't be such a hard decision to make, but it really is the way that I see it, because of how close of a bond I made with that car. I'm just really trying to think of the more positive outcomes to it rather than negative. I'm trying super, super, super hard this year to not think negative anymore, and it's really just near impossible to do that. But anyway, I'm looking at the positive side of it, though. I'm looking at it as, once I get the vehicle back, which once I take it up to the mechanics, I'm not going to have the vehicle for about a good month and a half or so, at the most anyway. Which is completely fine. Like I mentioned, all the car shows are canceled, so I mean, what's there to miss, other than the weekend cruise? But honestly, weekend cruises aren't even cruises anymore. It's just going around my neighborhood and going out a little bit further, and that's pretty much it. But But aside from that, though, I mean, I'm trying to look at more positive outcomes where, you know, this is finally going to happen and I don't have to worry about the car anymore. I don't have to be scared about it anymore. Which is really odd for me because recently I've been really nervous to even drive my own car, my own antique. Because for those that don't know, when I used to drive it around during this time of the season, right before summer usually hits, is usually the time it starts breaking down and it needs maintenance work and such. But all of this year, it never did. It never needed anything. Just the brake adjustments, and that was it. Which is fantastic, you know. The only thing I'm just really worried about is going back to the mechanic to pick it up and it doesn't start normally, you know. That's the only major thing I'm really concerned about. But like I said, I'm trying not to look at that. I'm just trying to look at the positive outcome of it. You know, it's going to run a fuck ton lot better. It's going to be a hell of a lot better, and my mind will finally be at ease. Obviously, we'll take it out a lot more once fall hits, because I got some pretty decent plans to do with that car once fall hits, and then once winter hits, it's going to be really incredible. Even though COVID is probably still going to be here by winter, I don't give a shit. I'm still doing my plans regardless. Anyway, so yeah, I'm taking the car up to the mechanic Tuesday morning early before it gets too hot. And then from there, it's just going to be waiting. And hopefully August will pass by real fast. There's nothing really good in August, so I'm just hoping it'll fly by quick like July did. Anyway, enough about that topic. What else have I been up to? Star Wars The Old Republic. So I've been still achievement hunting a little bit here and there. I've been mainly focusing on flashpoints, really. I started getting into Master Mode flashpoints, and I'm starting to slowly get into those more and more. I've been really focusing on doing Master Mode flashpoints with the bonus boss attached to them, because for those that don't know, if you don't do the bonus boss, it doesn't really count for any of the achievements. Well, for that specific achievement anyway, but hopefully by the end of this year or early next year, I plan on having the entire flashpoint tab to 100% complete, which is going to be a very, very hard challenge for me to do, because I don't really have anyone to farm those with, and most of the community, like 65% of the community, are people that are helpful, positive, you know, those type of people, where, shit, I just lost it now. 35, there we go. Right? 35% are toxic assholes who just, I swear. Last night I was on Satil Shan, and I queued up for a flashpoint with a friend of mine. Well, was a friend of mine until this morning anyway. But anyway, I queued up for a Master Mode flashpoint with the healer, and that was already with me. And we got queued into a Black Talon flashpoint on Master Mode. And you know, full group, you got 2 DPS, healer, tank. And so we pop in, we load in, and I type in the group chat that I wanted to try and aim for the bonus boss, if that was possible. Nobody once said a single word. Not even a minute later, one of the certain group members, not the healer, one of the certain group members vote kicked me out. And I guess either the auto system decided to go ahead and kick me out and remove me from the group. And the reason for the kicking was strictly because I wanted to do the bonus boss. How fucked up is that, really? How extremely fucked up is that? So let me say something real quick, because this is what I need to get off my chest, and this is something that I've encountered before plenty of times, and it continues to irritate the living hell out of me. If you queue up for any single flashpoint, it could be veteran mode, master mode, what the fuck ever, and you get into a group with a full group of 4 people, if you specifically want to do the bonus boss and you specifically ask the group if they are willing to do so, I don't want to say are required, but you need to speak your opinion. If you don't want to do the bonus boss, or something like that, if you don't want to do the bonus of anything in the Flashpoint, strictly because if you just don't have the time to, or you just don't really care to do it, speak your fucking mind. Say something like, I don't have time for the bonus boss, I just want to run through this Flashpoint quick, if that's okay with you. Or, I just don't care to do the bonus at all, let's just get the Flashpoint done with. Those are the 2 most valid responses that are recommended for the group. So, that's really what people need to start doing. And I know Satil Shan is the most toxic server so far. Honestly, it really is. But still, if you don't want to do any of the bonus for any type of Flashpoint or Uprising, what the fuck ever, speak your fucking mind. Do not vote kick anybody out unless they're being abusive, unless they're being violent towards another person. The only logical reasons you should fully vote kick somebody out is for those reasons. If they're abusive, if they're violent to another person, if they're threatening, anything like that is okay to vote kick them out. It is not okay to vote kick somebody out just because they want to do a certain bonus for the Flashpoint. That's all I want to get out right now, because a bunch of people do not understand that, and it irritates the living fuck out of me. For me, I'm doing the bonuses strictly for the achievements, because if you don't do them, it's never gonna fucking get done. I wish you could solo the Master Mode Flashpoints with the fucking GSI droid. That'd be so much easier, but they want it to be a challenge, so whatever. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I want to get off my chest for that topic. I hope anyone who watches this video, if you agree with me, thank you. I appreciate it. However, if you do not agree with me, do not even bother posting anything. Because if you don't agree with me and you post something in the comments that is fully negative or anything, you're going to instantly be blocked off my channel. That comment's going to be removed. And also that comment will be screenshotted and posted on social media. That's all I'm going to say. Because I do not have time to deal with assholes like that in the entire game. Because regardless, there's always going to be that one jackass who just picks on anybody for no fucking reason. Anyway, enough about that whole rant. Thank you guys for letting me do that. I know most of you don't give a shit, so whatever. So anyway, what else has been going on? Is there anything new with SWTOR coming up? Not really. The Narsha Nightlife event just released last week, I think, and it was instantly bugged regardless. How was it bugged exactly? The Emperor's slot machine, which is a brand new slot machine for the casinos, is currently bugged where nobody can access it at all. So that is being fixed not this coming Tuesday, but next Tuesday, and the Nightlife event will be extended, I think, by another couple weeks from its original end date, so that's good. Aside from that, I believe they're doing a live stream here this coming week as well. I'm not sure when. I gotta look that up too. I think it's like Wednesday or something. I really don't remember anymore. That's pretty much it, though. Really, that's pretty much it regarding SWTOR. Anything Clone Wars Adventures related, there's nothing relating to that other than my previous video. I recently got information from a certain person in the Discord server of the emulator that the Karlak lot, not the Karlak lot, the Karlak combat zone has been updated fully, and it's almost finished, supposedly. I doubt it, but they're still working a lot on it, so... And I will definitely show a glimpse of that in the next video, whatever I do for the emulator next video. I do kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I'll try and show you guys that later on. And that's pretty much it, really, for the emulator. I mean, I've already discussed what I had to discuss in the previous video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Most of you guys pretty much did, so I really do appreciate all the love and support for the Clone Wars Adventures videos that I post. As we all are, especially with myself, we are all fond and very memorable to the actual game itself. So, trust me when I say this, and I fully am going to live up to my promise for this. Hopefully, when the... I shouldn't say hopefully. When the emulator fully launches publicly, even if it's not until fucking March of next year, don't give a shit. Once it is released, like I had mentioned in my previous videos, I will be doing a full... I'm going to try and do a full day live stream of the entire game. Now, full day, I'm not 100% sure on it. I'm like 75% sure. But basically that's going to be streaming as soon as the servers go up. Probably stream for about 7, maybe 8 hours fully. Obviously I'll be taking breaks and such, eating and etc. But it just really depends. It really depends on what day it falls on, honestly. Because I'm really hoping it's not going to fall on a Saturday. But aside from that, though, live stream is already confirmed. It's already in the works. What else is going to be in the works on my channel? My channel is actually going to be updated next year. I'm going to try and do some major updates to that channel. Hopefully learn a bit more about editing and such. But aside from the live stream, I'm going to do the live stream fully. Hopefully that will be saved onto my channel so people who have missed out on it, if they have school or if they have work, can go to my channel and watch that whole live stream, see what I've done. And then from there on, it's going to be separate videos pretty much almost every day. I'm definitely not during the weekends, unfortunately, because the weekends are going to be my day to do whatever. But definitely the videos will mainly focus on my progress in the emulator, getting my character Snake back to his original position, and all I'm just gonna say is it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really awesome. I'm gonna be interviewing the head developer for the game. I'm gonna try and schedule an interview with the head developer at least the day before the emulator launches, and I'll post that over to my channel as well so you guys can hear what we've talked about. Basically, though, it'll be a lot of questions relating to the emulator. Hopefully try to get some sneak previews out from him, which I doubt, but we'll try. And yeah, there is one thing that I believe is guaranteed. I'm not 100% sure. I really want to say it, but I really want to leave it a surprise, because if I say it, I don't want to jinx it, But it entails something from the head developer. It involves a favor from him to me, and hopefully he'll still live up to that promise. And we'll be doing a bunch of screenshots, obviously the interview, and we'll just go from there. So, relating to the Clone Wars Adventures emulator, there is one final thing, actually two final things I want to say. This first thing is only going to be a tease because the developer does not want to give out any information on it, which is completely 1,000% understandable. I'm not going to pressure him or anything about it. Recently, I asked him a couple questions, and there's a certain staff member that mentioned to me when I was in the emulator a while ago that he was working on something that myself personally would be very excited for. And so I asked the head developer about it, if he knew anything. Obviously he does, but I just really want to put my opinion out there as to what I think it is, and that's all I'm going to leave it at. So anyway, I asked him, if he could share any sort of information. Obviously it's a no, but he mentioned that he was confident that I will extremely love it. And so the final question that I asked him was, is this surprise anything Sith related? And he agreed to it. So, there is something big coming later down the line in the emulator that is Sith involved, Sith related, Sith themed. Have no idea what it is, but I have an idea what it might be. Now, for those that remember Star Wars The Clone Wars and Lost Missions, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was in the Lost Missions series where Yoda had to travel to the Sith homeworld of Morban, and that's where he encountered the Sith spirit of Darth Bane. Now, like I said, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm going to put my full opinion out there. I believe that the emulator is going to be... I believe that our characters in the emulator will eventually see the creation of the planet Morban live on the server. That is what I full-heartedly believe, that we're going to get Morban into the emulator. What exactly we're going to do there, I have no idea. But like I mentioned, this is all just assumptions. This is all just guessing. Nothing else. But I really, really, really think that it's going to be something involving Morban. Now, I'm going to move away from that topic to what I would like to see, if that is indeed true. Now, like I mentioned, this is all just guessing, so if Morban does come to the emulator later down the line, what I would personally like to see myself would be a bunch of missions, like side missions, sort of. I would love more than anything to see like side missions where your character has to go roam around Morban's surface and collect like ancient artifacts or something, or defeat some sort of Sith spirit here and there. Maybe some like rogue, rogue. I was originally going to say rogue CIS separatist units, but that wouldn't really make sense. Maybe some some undead zombie looking NPCs, like they come out of the ground and start attacking you, and you have to kill them in order to obtain something. Like you have to, like a mission item, you would have to kill a certain amount of NPCs to collect such and such. And then you would return to this giant temple, this giant, like, destroyed Sith structure. And inside that Sith structure would be this, not a catacomb, tomb, coffin, whatever the hell you want to call it. I forgot. Sarcophagus, there we go. This, like, inside the temple would be a bunch of, ancient artifacts all lined up or scattered across. And in the middle would be this sarcophagus of Darth Bane. And you would have to go to it, and the spirit of Bane would come out and give you, like, he would give you certain missions, find his long lost armor scattered across the outskirts of Morban, or find ancient artifacts and bring them to that sarcophagus or something. And then you would go out and do all that stuff, return to him, and at the final mission, like, say it would give you, I don't know, it would give you a set of maybe 10 missions or so. And on that 10th mission, he would come out of his spirit form and manifest into some sort of, like, a solid figure, like a solid ancient Sith. And you'd have to kill him in order to take his place and take his whole, kind of like you would obtain his full armor set, but I don't know. Like, I'm just running with ideas. So, like I mentioned, these are all ideas I would like to see. However, I don't really like the idea of, returning to him to collect a piece of his armor or something like that. That's just too easy. I don't want to do. I don't want to see that. What I would like to see would be a fully new collection tab for Morban specifically, and when you open that collection tab, it would show a piece of his armor. So it'd be his chest plate, his helmet, his gloves, his leggings, his boots, his belt, and then the last thing that you would have to require, or that you would have to collect, would be his lightsaber, his ancient lightsaber. That's what it really should be. Earning something like Darth Bane's armor along with his weapon needs to be earned. It shouldn't just automatically be given to you. Like, it shouldn't be like you go to Morban, it's like, oh, well, here's a mission. You do this, I'll give you a piece of my armor. You do this, I'll give you my lightsaber. That's just too fucking stupid. You would have to earn that type of stuff. So that's why I mentioned I would really like to see it where if Morban is created, you would go there, you'd speak to Darth Bane, and he would give you certain missions to go all over the planet, as long as the missions would pretty much involve circling around Morban so you can explore the entire planet. Not just going in one place, doing this, coming back, going to the next place. You would have to explore the entire surface. You'd have to discover every single part of the map. And at that final mission, you would defeat him and say, like, you would earn a character title or something. And then that's where you would unlock the collection tab. You would unlock the collection tab, and it would show you, like, what you would have to collect. And all the collection pieces would be scattered all across Morban. It would basically be just like the original collections for Umbara, Karlak, Felucia. All those required you to go around the planets, collect these ancient little holocrons here and there, and do all that. That's what I would honestly like to see, though. I do apologize this video is so long, but this is just what I would like to see. Like I said, just ideas. I would really like to see those, and that's just what I think will come later on in the emulator. Whew, that was a bunch of talking. Holy shit. Now, the second thing I want to discuss, emulator-wise, for those that have followed my my book progress, there will be and I started writing this out either last night or the night before, but I'm creating a new book that's going to be involving That's going to be, yeah, involving the emulator, but it's going to be a fresh new story with Snake. This whole set of series is going to focus nonstop on Snake's journey wherever he goes. So, like I mentioned before, I'm not sure if I posted a video about this earlier. I probably did. But the books are going to be separate. There's going to be one book that's going to be Jedi Battle Class only. There's going to be a second book that's going to be Sith Battle Class. Third book that's going to be Bounty Hunter. Fourth book that's going to be Republic Soldier. And all of those books are going to discover Snake's point of view in being that person. So the Jedi side will pretty much just focus on him being light-sided Jedi, you know, his whole mission all around. And it's going to do the same thing. It's going to cycle all around with the other battle classes. Now, those will not be online until later next year after the emulator is launched. Because, as I mentioned, I don't believe the combat zones are even going to be available during launch. Those will probably come like a couple months later, if not a year later, which would really suck, honestly, but can't really complain. But yeah, so those books will not be out until later. And yeah, so that pretty much covers the emulator topic. Ooh, excuse me. That's pretty much all I have to discuss. I do apologize, this vlog video is a lot longer than it usually is. 31 minutes, almost 32. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. As I usually say in the end of these videos, let me know down in the comments below what you guys are looking forward to in the emulator, what you guys plan on doing during launch. Also, I'm going to do something brand new, because I have actually received comments about this before. If any of you would like to collaborate with me, Dark Emperor Snake, once the emulator launches, please let me know in the comments. And then when the emulator starts getting closer, I'll contact you back. And we'll set up something like a Discord related voice chat or something. So when the emulator launches, we can just jump into voice chat and we can do, you know, whatever you had ideas for. As I mentioned, actually I never mentioned this, I would love more than anything to collaborate with absolutely anyone who wants to. It would be a true honor to do so, and I would be super honored to do so. So anyway, on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next video, I'll be talking to you guys later. See you later.